Welcome to a Magic the Gathering video. My name is November Lima, and we are playing a deck that is all about value. This is Abzan Yorion, and obviously we know Yorion and value go hand in hand. The original deck build came from a content creator, Yeoman5, and he actually built a 60-card version that had 4 Yorion in the main deck. I kind of liked going 80 cards with 1 Yorion in the companion zone, simply because there were more cards I wanted to play. I think his version is probably more efficient and more reliable, but I think we also kind of noticed ever since Emeria released, that going from 60 to 80 really doesn't mess with the reliability or dependability of your deck. So, hence why I went with the 80 card version. So, that way I could squeeze in a couple more cards that I really wanted to have in this deck. So let's go over the deck build. I'll do a couple best of 1 games with it, and we'll go from there. So first off, obviously Yorion is the companion. This deck is all about value, enter the battlefield effects, and Yorion just adds so much to it. For Bloodchief's Thirst, do I really have to say much about this card? To me, this is the best removal card in the game. 1 mana to destroy a lot of threats, and potentially 4 to destroy a lot of other threats. Just fantastic. 4 of. Heartless Act, 4 of as well. This is a best of 1, so in best of 1 I expect more creature decks. Also, with everything that Kaldheim brought us, I expect a lot of people to try to experiment with different creatures, so Heartless Act seems like a good option. If I end up going best of 3 with it, or rather, once I go best of 3 with it, I can see myself reducing that number and adding more hand disruption. Talking about hand disruption, this is Valki, God of Lies. This card is super cool. It's a 2-1, but so that's not spectacular. It's easy to kill, but it messes with your opponent's hand, which is nice. Plus, it could potentially turn into a threat that is not easy to kill. So, a good example, to me, this has helped me out a lot against aggro. On turn 2, playing Valki, God of Lies, if you look at Standard right now, most of the powerful cards, or most of the really value cards in aggro are 3 mana. Not even just aggro, but most colors, they're 3 mana, their 3 CMC creature slot is stacked. So being able to drop this and potentially taking one of those out of their hand, making it to where they don't really get to curve out the way they would like to, is very valuable. And then if they don't answer Valki, then potentially I can turn Valki into that creature. Super good. And then of course you have the Tybalt side. Now I am Abzan, so why Tybalt the other side? I might not play it as often. I mean, I think Valki by itself is already a fantastic card. But with the way the lands work right now, with the pathways and the triomes, it is so easy to splash for a 4th color. I got 2 Tangled Florahedrons. Just great as a potential land drop, but also as a creature to ramp, or if I need a creature to jump block, whatever that may be. For Skyclave Apparitions, this is what I was telling you about, that the 3 CMC creature slot is just stacked. Skyclave Apparition is one of those that just being able to get rid of any scary thing that's 4 mana or less and replace it with a token, that's just fantastic. The token, obviously, after Skyclave Apparition dies, but typically it does. Llanowar Visionary, another one of those grade 3 drops. Drawing a card upon entry and then potentially being a mana ramper. Just for the card draw, this is already worth it. 2 Doomskar. I can see myself going up in number there. This is just a fantastic sweeper. If the board gets out of control, you could potentially sweep the entire board by turn 3. Currently, I only have 2 of them because there's another sweeper that I wanted to make room for because of its different value, and that's Extinction Event. Being able to exile, sometimes it's just so much better than just sweeping the entire board, because sometimes there are certain threats you just don't want to see come back, and that's where Extinction Event comes into play. This card is amazing. Firja's Retribution. Typically what I like to do here is I'll play it, get a 4/4 on the board with Flying and Vigilance, which is already fantastic. Then on stage 2, you get to tap it and kill anything that is less than 4 powers, or at least any one target. But when it really gets fun is if you curve out. So you play this turn 4, you get your 4/4 Angel, then turn 5, you get to attack with it because it has Vigilance. Then on your second main phase, you tap it, destroy something that's less than 4 powers. Then you play Yorion, and you replay Firja's Retribution to where you get another 4/4 white Angel, Warrior Creature Token, Flying, and Vigilance, and the next turn you get to do it all over again. If you really need to pressure him, you just let it go to stage 3, double strike. You get to put a lot of pressure on your opponents this way. 4, Binding the Old Gods, also just fantastic. For 4 mana, destroy target non-land permanent, that's already really good. Then the step 2 is actually quite interesting too, because you get to look for a forest. At first glance, that doesn't sound super great, but being able to just get your mana base a little bit more secure is always nice. Plus, keep in mind that triomes that have green on them are forest as well. So being able to put a triome on the board with this is pretty sweet. Creatures you control gain death touch. 99% of the time with this deck is completely irrelevant. Elspeth conquers death. Obviously, there's a lot of big threats in the meta, or not. As the meta is shaping up, a lot of people are playing with big threats. And with Yorion, it's just stupid value. 3 more Yorion because we want to be sure to use stuff multiple times. 2 Kaya the Inexorable. The +1 here probably won't be used very much unless I really want to work towards that -7. But I can see myself using it on, because I do play a decent amount of creatures. It's mainly that -3 that I like, which is the exile target non-land permanent. Plus my opponent is going to want to pay attention to Kaya, take some attention away from me, so it buys me some time. And then an Eerie Ultimatum, because I have plenty of different types of permanents, even though I play a lot of playsets. Having 1 copy of this could really just turn the game around, because I feel that a deck like this, my opponent is not going to really attack my graveyard very much. So then when this suddenly pops off, that could be pretty sweet. Land base, obviously I'm playing an Abzan deck, but also splash for red. So I've got some temples here just to get some card selection. Triomes for obvious reasons. 4 Emeria's Calls, because getting more angels on the board is extra sweet, especially if after that you got the stage 2 of this thing. We got the pathways, so pretty much have playsets of all the pathways. I only have 3 of these, because I ended up swapping 1 out for a temple. Why? Mainly just because I didn't have any more rare wild cards, because there was too much stuff in the set I wanted to craft. But anyway, so in reality, you'll probably want to have 4 of these instead of your temple here, but I don't think that matters too much. So we'll see how this plays out. We'll play some best of 1 games, and let's get the party started. Alrighty, first game on the way. Let's see. I go first. It's actually a pretty sweet hand. It's a little slow, but especially since I'm going first, I'm totally cool with this. If I get to... There's a solid chance here that I get to just curve out perfectly. Let's go ahead and play you. Honestly, the only time I would need red is if I get the Tybalt. So especially early in the game, I will always play that for a black. Ooh, we got some snow happening. Do I want that green? I think I would definitely want this white, so we'll go with that first. And we're just going to go ahead. In reality, I should have done that on their turn, whenever they decide to pump some mana into it, but... That's why I play best of 1 yet, and not best of 3, because I'm still getting used to the creatures and all that. Okay, so now I am going for the Llanowar Visionary. Which get countered. Okay. Boo. Okay, that they don't have plays right now makes me really worried, because Ascendant Spirit is one of those that can just kind of generate value by themselves. Then you got Essence Scatter, and blue-red doing practically nothing. That only means one thing, and that's that they play Goldspan Dragon. Okay, they didn't have a counter for that. Missing the land drop, which hurts. Hurts a lot. Okay, Dark Typhoon. That's okay. Now, if my Llanowar Visionary lives, that'd be good. Because I'm missing land drops. And that hurts a lot. So I really don't want Llanowar Visionary to die. Excuse me. How much I can do there? Ay, ay, ay. I don't think I have a choice. I need to play this. Because I need lands. Please do not counter to this. I hate that I use this practically for the chapter 2. For the shark, it's completely, like, silly. But I need that land. Fair enough. Alright, please, no Goldspan Dragon on curve. Sweet. No Goldspan Dragon on curve. Something. Alright, land. I play plenty. I know this. Rude. Oh, that's tap land, and I'm gonna get another tap land, but hey, at least next turn we'll be at 5. Land. I want to see lands. So many tap lands. I don't think I can afford a tap land there. I'm just gonna do that. Let's go ahead and do I want to kill this? I don't think I really do. Yeah, let's go ahead and just... I have the Extinction Event if in case I need to deal with Goldspan Dragon. I also have this for Goldspan Dragon. So I think from that standpoint I'll be okay. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what I could have done. I could have bought Yorion instead, but honestly there's no value for him right now. Because this dissipates the next turn anyway. I'd rather do it if I have 1 or 2 of these on the board. Okay. I have double white, that's pretty sweet. So I can play this. I think I just need to start generating some value. I should have some counters by now. That's what I figured. I don't like to play around counters though. I feel like playing around counters is basically giving them free counters. Unless I have like a ton of mana and I can do a bunch of different stuff, I do not see the point of it. Fuck, I just need to... I play it safe. Gotta put the angel on the board. Do I kill the Bone Crusher, or do I put a 4/4 angel on the board? I think I do this first. Or is that too slow? That's kind of what I'm wondering. Do I need to start pressuring a little bit? Let's just do that. Let's get an angel on the board. Why not? Another counter? No? Sweet! Now, bounce effect would be kind of unfortunate, too. Oh, something went there. Do I block? I feel like I should. At this point, I just need to preserve life. I wish I had Yorion in hand now, but I do not. Let's go ahead and get him. Okay. Not a lot of action happening right now. I'm just very happy that they don't have Goldspan. Yep, I'll take more lands for sure. I'm just gonna chill. Really not much I want to do right now. I have 3 white, so let's go ahead and just play a red. That way if I draw a Tibble, I can play it. What to do? I don't think I do anything. We're just gonna keep passing the turn on to one another until somebody starts doing some action. I am very reactive. What do I have in my graveyard? I have a Llanowar Visionary I can get back. Can increase their spell cost, which is pretty sweet. It's an expensive Llanowar Visionary, but it draws me a card. Plus in this turn and next turn I can potentially flicker it with Yorion. This seems a little odd, but I think it's worth it. If they end up biting or spending a counter on it, that's fine too. Be a little silly. They have a ton of mana, so they don't really have to worry about step 2 here. Okay, we got some Snowlands. More into Foretell. We got a Secret Yorion. Okay. Do I just play the Yorion and don't even flicker this just to kind of bait him? Then I have a body on the board? I think that's the play. It's weird, but it works. I can also kind of keep holding him hostage and make non-creature spells take 2 to cast. That seems good. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Give them an extra turn where they can't really do what they want to do with all their mana. Seems good. This game is developing very strange. Behold the multiverse. Art's pretty dope. I struggle to see why that's better than Omen of Deceit. I get you get to draw 2 cards instead of 1, but it's also 2 mana more. I mean, you get to foretell it, but why would you necessarily want to foretell that? Like, you're not trapping me with that. I can just spend the same amount of mana, draw 1 card less, but I don't have to spend 2 mana earlier. I struggle with that. If you have a really solid reason why that is better than Omen of Deceit, please let me know. Let's go ahead and attack with Yorion, because we can. Play the Temple. Ooh, yep. Definitely want that. Bring the Angels. Goldspan Dragon. I don't have an... What? Got nothing. Alright, Llanowar. Do your thing. +1/+1. Draw a card. Triome. I'm going to hold that to cycle. Just take all my mana? Pretty much, but I think it's worth it. Let's attack first, see what they do. I mean, this is 7 damage coming at him. I feel like... Oh, no, wait. Haha, Summoning Sickness. I've been playing Magic for a while, I promise. Frostbite. You're gonna Frostbite it? Okay. Again? 2 Frostbite? Oh, and a Bone Crusher. Alright, you do you, buddy. Pretty sure there's a counter for this thing, but let's just go in and play it. Sure, I could have given Yorion Indestructible, but I got another one. It's fine. It's fine. There it is. It's all good. Those are not the spells that I'm too worried about. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's just go ahead and play this as a land. Let's not get too greedy here. I feel pretty good because my hand is solid. Now that's a Goldspan Dragon, so whatever I'm going to do to try to remove it, he or she, they are going to try to counter that. Odd and odd, I like that. Let's see if the first one goes through. I could attack first, but they'll probably block. Not too worried about that. Odd. Okay, I have 5 mana open. I'll probably just play Llanowar. Now, if they have another Goldspan, then my life total will be really in trouble. Heartless Act. Nope. Kaya's pretty sweet. Like that. Last turn. Gonna remove it. Bone Crusher. Okay, so that's all that they probably don't have a Goldspan Dragon in hand yet. I take that back wholeheartedly. Rude. Okay. So let's just go ahead and do this again, because why not? Odd. Get out of here. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Feel like I need a body on the board and a flyer at that. I kind of hate to do this, but I can't take another Goldspan Dragon. That would be bad. Ouch. Alright, fingers crossed. Do not have Goldspan Dragon. Yes. Yes. I could play the... Do I want to play the Planeswalker version? Tell target artifact or creature. Okay, so how much mana do I actually have? I feel like I need to attack their hand. Let's do that. I think I need to play it safe. They have a creature in hand. That'd be sweet. Yes, I could play the Tybalt, I understand, but I need to play it safe. I only have 3 life. So, Valki, God of Lies, give me something good. Brazen Borrower. Okay. What do you have in your hand? A Shatter Skull Sum. Okay, cool. So I can play Skyclave and Kaya. Okay, this is actually a pretty sweet turn. Now, they're probably going to Shatter the Skull, all this stuff, but that's fine. That's a sorcery, so I can respond to it. So we're going to put a Ghost Form counter on this, because it's definitely dying.
Here,
and call it good. Okay, still no Goldspan Dragon, please. Like, this card is terrifying, dude. Look at this. Where is it? Did I exile all of them? Oh, I exiled. How many did I exile? 2, 3, 2. So probably 2 more in his deck. Their deck, sorry. 2 more in their deck. 27 cards. The odds are not in my favor. I need some Heartless Acts. Where are my Heartless Acts? Did I already use one? I used one. I used a Heartless Act on this guy. Well, there's 4 of wherever it is. That just doesn't seem smart. Okay, so taking out Kaya and Skyclave. That's fine. Sorry, Kaya.
I'm just gonna play it out.
Okay, so they're gonna get Little Dude. I'm gonna get Skyclave back, so that's pretty sweet. Okay. 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 What to do? What to do? Yeah, I'm gonna do this so that I can get Yorion back, because that's the only thing that protects me from their little dragon. Rude. So rude. No respect. Yeah, let's just go ahead and kill this guy. Go away. Alright, they don't have any, they shouldn't have any hasters on the floor. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Haha! Love it. Yeah, so I need to play this. Do that. Probably don't have creature because I feel like they would have played it. But that's okay. You know, this is why I'm still learning Coldam. I didn't realize this was a flyer, and Goldspan doesn't have trample. Hey! So I didn't have to play Yorion yet, but it made him forfeit, so it's all good. Or concede, however you want to call it. What a game! Oh, Kidoki, game number 2. Oh man, Fibbltip. Let's do it, Fibbltip. This is greedy. They play Yorion. I can get outvalued pretty quickly if I'm too greedy. However, this card's pretty sweet. I'll have a turn 4, destroy something. Destroy 5, exile something. Turn 7, bring everything back. Let's roll with it. For science. I'm going to start off with a temple. I lied. Well, yeah, I'm going to start off with a temple. See if I can get an untapped land to play Valki. Valki? How do you pronounce that? Valki, God of Lies, or is it Valki? I think it's Valki because it's supposed to be like Floki. Floki and Falky. White, please. Valki, God of Lies. Show me what you got. Don't have to kill Valki right away. I'm going to see your hand anyway. It's fine. I just want to see your hand. Just accept it. Don't be rude. Okay, so I'm definitely going to get Skyclaved. So we are playing against Esper Doom. That's going to be quite a difficult matchup, I'm not going to lie. That is not in my favor. Now, I do think that Abzan Yorion actually has better matchups right now as the meta is developing, because it's better against some of the aggro decks that are currently running around. I find Esper Doom is a little on the slow end. But this matchup, I think Esper Doom definitely has the edge. Let's just go ahead and play you. Doomskar. You know, I think I'm going to take that and foretell it for when they do the whole Dance of Demands. Here's my army of 4/4 enchantments thing. Didn't have a play. Ouch, they missed the land drop. That is unfortunate. I felt that the previous game. Okay, okay. Looking good, I like this. Sure. Yeah, that's gonna get Skyclave Apparition, but that's okay. Is it? Yeah, it is. It's fine. You know, I wonder if Elspeth brings this back, if he can bring back the Tybalt side. Curious. Or if it had to go at the graveyard as Tybalt for you to be able to bring it back as Tybalt. Now, that would be complicated. I feel like that would be hard to try and figure out. Because, like, if you're a self-mill deck that uses Elspeth of some kind with this, then you wouldn't be able to bring back the Tybalt side. I have no idea how that works. Maybe we will find out. I'm actually well on my way to do the Eerie Ultimatum. Okay, so my Angel is still in play, which is pretty sweet. I can make a 4/4 here by doing Elspeth on the Skyclave. That seems pretty good. I can also just use Kaya and exile. That seems pretty good. Let's go for it. Let's do this. Thing is, I'm way biased to Kaya because I've always loved her Planeswalker cards. Like the one from Ravnica was just fantastic. Won a lot of games with that. Actually, the ultimate on that actually made me win a couple games too. That was pretty cool. Okay, so they're going to go to their 5th land finally. Good for them. They're kind of on the struggle bus with lands. That's a feel bad. So I don't think I want them to gain any more value out of Solemn, so I might use the Apparition for that. Then again, if they exile, they don't draw a card either. I don't want to minus if I don't have to. Let's just do this, and then I have the Heartless Act open for whatever reason. Boop. Solemn Simulacrum, I am booping you. And I'm swinging for 8. Put the pressure on. So this is why I like Yorion Abzan so much more than, like, Esper, because it can put pressure on the opponent. Like, all these angels are sweet. What you gonna do? You're gonna Skyclave my Skyclave? What I can do now is Heartless Act my Skyclave. And then bring it back with Elspeth. That seems pretty good, actually. Or is that bad? Okay, let's see. I don't know if I want to do that. So they're gonna get a 4/4. I feel like I almost want to take out the 4/4 instead. Yeah, let's do that. I don't think I need to Skyclave their Skyclave. I'm not cool like my opponent. Go away, little 4/4. There you go. We're just gonna keep applying pressure. Man, what do you get? Okay, so you do not actually get to pick the Planeswalker side. That's kind of a bummer. You do get to see their hand again. That's pretty sweet. Woo! They got some good stuff there. So I think I want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play the black side. Because then I'm actually 1 land away from at least bringing back Elspeth. Very expensive, but could be needed. So here I play Kaya. I think here I play Kaya. Go ahead and put counter on.
Should be a nice break from
You.
Ravnica. Don't worry.
And let's go ahead
I got
and
you.
swing. Swing! So actually their Elspeth Nightmare I'm still worried about because of the stage 2. And stage 3 kind of makes our ultimatum pointless. but they're probably not going to use it until they can use it on a creature power 2 or less. In reality, they need to Elspeth the Kaya, but it is not looking pretty for him. I think we got a little lucky, and our opponent got a little unlucky because of the land drops. Rude. Come on. I'm really surprised that they are not going after the Kaya. Very surprised by that. I wonder if they drew a Yorion and they're trying to create value. I don't know. Even then, I'm not super worried about it right now. I think here I might just kill the Skyclave Apparition just so that I can swing for 7. Woo! Another one. Another one bites the dust. Or I can just do that. Be gone!
That was an easy job.
And swing! Okay. Let's go ahead and foretell you. And we'll go ahead and put you in hand. No reason to pretend like I have stuff in my hand. Just get the companion. My compagnon. Okay, Mega Hearts, what's the play? You gotta come with something good here. Now, all my stuff is even. That's kind of a bummer. But even if this gets exiled, I do get a token on the board, a 1/1. And I get Valki back. And then I just need a... That's not gonna cut it, buddy. That's not it. That's not it. What do you got? Gotta have something now. For 2 mana. Potentially 3. I don't think you have your land drop yet. Why did you not Elspeth earlier, then? At least get the Kaya off the board. Then, well, you probably would have still been dead. What do you have in your graveyard? Nothing. Wow, okay, cool. I think this one is in the bag, and I think my opponent knows it. I think they're trying to figure out what they can possibly do. Because they are going over my stuff. There we go. That's it. Victorious once again. Whoop whoop. Alright, we are on the last game that I want to show you guys. This hand on the draw. Actually doesn't look that bad. I have 3 lands. No Doomskar yet until I draw another white, but I got the Bloodchief Stirs, Extinction Event. Now, if my opponent is not playing creatures, this hand is not fantastic, but we're going to guess they are because the last 2 games were not against creatures. Mono red. Probably. Temple of Malady. Give me the white. I'll take any land. Ouch. Whoa, that looks trippy. Can you see that? Okay, so I probably need to play one of my untapped ones. Let's do this one, because I'm not going to need red anytime soon. Because we need to get rid of a Fervent Champion before they have another Fervent Champion. They don't right now, we know that, but they might draw one. And I do not like having multiple Fervent Champions. Okay. Got. Sweet. I actually don't mind that at all, because that means there's no Anex. Let's go ahead and play you. I should probably foretell this. And I can sweep it. I don't think I need to sweep yet. So why don't I instead... I'm going to stake out the Rimrock. Play this on tap. So next turn I definitely have Extinction. if they go too cuckoo. I think I need to do that. I think I just take out the Rimrock and move on. I don't think I wanted to take that damage there. Anax, okay, this is actually super sweet because they're both odd, so this is a very easy decision. Let's go ahead and do this, go do that, and go for the odd. By the way, I think pretty much every time I've played Extinction Event in this video, it's been odd. Like I said, it's also because the 3 mana is very stacked. Okay, that's pretty dope. Let's go ahead and play you for the white. Let's go ahead and foretell you. Let's go ahead and get you on the board so you can trade. Go, little plant guy. Can you imagine just like this goblin dude and this plant dude going at it? Aw, oh, man, he shot it. So rude. Okay, he... Sorry, they... I haven't recorded in a while, so I'm getting in my bad habits. I do truly apologize. They do not have much, I guess. So what is my play here? My hand is not equipped to deal with 1-drops right now. I think I just get Yorion. Yorion! And I'm gonna play you as a land, because right now... Let's get to 7 first before I worry about getting 4 angels on the board. Okay, we're at 4. There's Stormbrand. Okay, this is gonna hurt a little. So I definitely don't want to sweep now, because then that does more damage too. So let's just Elspeth the Torbrand. Hopefully they don't have another Torbrand, because it's gonna start hurting pretty quickly. Okay, that's okay. That's okay, that's okay. I think I just sweep for 3. And I have 3 open that I do nothing with except for... I can foretell another Doomskar. Let's do that. Foretell. Doomskar. Go down to 7. I need to get some of my threats out. Like, where are my angels? Targon Intimidator. Really not intimidated by that at all. Oh, my plant just got swole. Look at that. I got 4 mana. I think I'm just going to play this to have a body on the board that they're not really going to have much to deal with. Definitely not putting the plant back as a 1/1. Alright, mono red player, what you got? You got Embercleave? Gonna find out. They have 5, so they can't do both. If they attack, which they don't. Okay. I was gonna say if they attack, I will block with both because otherwise Embercleave can kill us. Well, is that true? No, because he would be 4 or 5. So if I block with Yorion, Embercleave would not kill us. They would need another mana to make Yorion a coward, have Embercleave and kill it. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and do this. Because I do not want to have that happen. Because if Yorion is a coward and they have another mana for Embercleave, then they will go through my plan. So I will actually put pressure on with Yorion. Boop. And I have Heartless Act open. Okay, that's pretty sweet. I'm in good shape. We're good. Anax. I've got the Elspeth for that. So I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, this game is pretty well in the bag. We're in good shape. Sure, there you go. We are good. I don't think we're going to lose from here. Too much value. I'm going to play Elspeth instead of Skyclave. Because Elspeth's just a little bit better. Yep, there we go. At that point, it was just too much value. There was nothing they could do anymore. It was a little scary in the beginning. But honestly, this deck, especially against aggro, you just can't lose. So to recap, I think this deck is super, super, super powerful. I got a little lucky in that Doom Foretold game, because especially if they get Doom out early, it is hard to deal with. Because I need my permanents to stick to the board, But other than that, the other two games were very doable. The first one was exciting, but yeah, this deck is super powerful, especially against aggro, especially in the best of one format right now. I am excited to start experimenting with best of three, probably in a couple days whenever I'm a little bit more comfortable with the format and the cards and everything it does. As you can tell, I'm still making mistakes with these. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Glad to be back and making videos playing Magic. So please let me know in the comments if you have any decks that you would like for me to explore. You can follow me on Twitter. You can find me at November Lima or at my real name, which is John Ilgen, Janilgen. And there I'll post some deck ideas as well. I'm also on Aether Hub. So don't forget to subscribe, like, let me know what you'd like for me to see play. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time.